to the Design Dreamers studio, where we have featured one of the Design Dreamers.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah.
Hi.
And I'm the other one, Dory. And then we also have our assistant, Nate.
That's right.
Very good. In fact, our assistant likes to, right off the bat, select our next project.
Excuse him while he's drinking a little bit of refreshment. He has a hard job to do, you know.
Woo!
Woohoo! All right, let's
Drum
see.
roll. What is it? Da, 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 da.
Oh, this is not my favorite. Can we put it back together?
No. Not unless it's
A mixed fabric, 2 or more.
Oh, mixed fabric, 2 or more. So when we say mixed fabric, we mean pattern.
Pattern, so I can use 2 cottons, but they can be a different.
Right.
It's not like cotton and a sateen.
Right.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense to me. It's just,
I like doing that.
I know you do. On the other hand, am challenged with it. I have a hard time visualizing it. Although I'm getting better at trying to visualize putting things together.
Yes.
Okay.
So, very good. We always start out with a little inspirational saying.
What would you say? You have a human, what are you saying?
I have an inspirational saying as well.
Oh, okay, yes, we need to do our inspirational saying because we try to be positive.
Yes, we do.
There's too much negativity as there is in the world.
Yes, there is.
What's that shadow? What is that?
It looks like a beam.
Oh, it is. It's part of the beam. It's part of my house. Okay.
Only the shadow knows. Okay, here's the saying. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot.
Okay.
Yeah,
because so you're in control of how you use your time.
Yes, that's right. We all have the same 24 hours. But how do you use that 24 hours?
Yeah.
You know, and it does. It seems as you get older, it seems to go quicker.
And I'm slower.
And then you seem to be slower. So you have to think about how you're going to pilot it.
Yeah.
Where you're going to take it. The author of that is Michael Altshuler. And he's an American author and speaker and a success coach.
Oh,
he's still alive, so I couldn't find his birthday. You know how that sometimes I say when they
I couldn't find it. They wouldn't say it.
No, well, because there was lots of people with the same name, and I didn't know which one he was. There was a 78-year-old, there was a 47-year-old, there's a 22-year-old. It's like I don't know which one he is.
He's one of them. He's still in the land of the living here.
Yes. So okay. So our challenge this week was
McCall's patterns.
McCall's. Yes.
McCall's.
McCall's. Okay, and so let's start with you.
Okay, I chose easy. I'm easy lately. McCall's 6996, and I made View B. View B, which is the same as View A, which one's that? As View A, only longer. The View A is the shorter length, this is longer. So it's a super easy pattern. It says easy, and it really was easy. It's made for knits only. And I made it out of a fabric that I got from Fabric Mart. I ordered this specifically.
Okay.
And those of you who have watched us, seen me show this fabric when I received it, and I thought it shows up in the video much brighter than what it actually is. It looks a little faded and washed out. In
muted tones.
Little muted tones, that's the more appropriate term. So I was like, I didn't really like it, didn't know what I was gonna do with it. So I decided to make this topper out of it. I thought it'd go good with a pair of jeans or go good, you know, I could just use it to kick around in. And I liked the collar. There's a runching in the collar in the back. It's actually just gathering that you do, 2 inches worth of gathering. And the collar went on super easy. There's not a lot of extra seams in it. You do have a curve in the back for the peplum, which just goes from side to side. It doesn't go around to the front.
It's cool.
It is cool, and it gives it a lot of detail. Yeah. I think it really umps it up. I chose not to make the belt with it. I would never wear it. So I'm like, I'm not going to make it.
Right.
So, and I did, let's see, what do I want to say? Here on the edging that goes around the front of the jacket, the bottom you just make up a hem. You just put a hem in it, okay? And they wanted you to turn the sides over twice and put the hem in it. I didn't want to just leave it with a raw edge because I wasn't going to turn it over twice because it was going to leave too much, I thought, of a bump in there.
Too bulky.
Too bulky. So I decided to use bias tape. I'm not so sure that was the smartest thing to do because it tends to lay a little wonky, especially up here on the top. But it's okay because, you know, that's kind of gathered in the back at the neckline vertically. And it does lay nice because it's loose fitting. Now the very front of, Nathan, can you hang on to that a minute? The very front of this, if you notice in the pattern, I don't know if I can get, the front points do come down much longer than the sides. So that's something to be aware of. You've got the sides, it kind of goes like this, is how it goes.
I think it's cute that way.
Yeah, I like it that way too. I'm just stating it does not come straight across on this particular view. But I thought it was very versatile. And the pattern is quite loud, but I like it. There was no way that you could get the pattern. Well, for me, it's loud. There was no way I could get the pattern. Go ahead. I was trying to see if I could get it centered in the back or centered in different, and there wasn't any way I could do that. The repeat was not conducive to that.
I think it's cute.
But I really do like it. This would be a simple one to make again. The sleeves set in easily. It just was an easy pattern.
Nice to know.
Yeah. But you definitely want to make it out of a knit like it recommends because of the curve of the peplum.
Yeah.
I think it would be very challenging to make it without the stretch fabric. So, but easy, love it. And it goes with a recent make that you may see
later.
Yes.
Well, you see it in the reveal.
You'll see it in the reveal because I'm wearing the two makes. But anyway, that's another video. So we'll talk about it.
Can we watch the reveal?
Oh, we should watch the reveal.
Hey,
here it comes.
Here it is. Okay, so I think that fabric is perfect for that top.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, I think
you really like it.
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Hey.
When you get tired of it,
pass it your way.
coming my way.
Which we do that quite a bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's cute, and I would get a ton of use out of it. I think you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think so too. And it's nice and warm. I mean, it goes. I have like a t-shirt underneath here.
Is it what is
long
it brushed
sleeve.
or no?
It's a brushed jersey. It is a brushed jersey. So it is soft and it is nice.
Yeah.
So worked out well.
Yeah.
And it didn't cost next to anything because I got it. Well, no, I did order it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid $4 a yard for it, I think.
Okay.
$4.50 a yard. So, and it didn't, what did it require? I made it in a medium and it required 1 3/4 yard.
Okay.
So not bad.
No.
Yeah, not bad at all. So, yeah, very nice. I liked it.
So,
What did you make? Your turn.
Mine is a McCall's 7967, and I made view D. And I made mine in size L, which is large. Took 2 1/8 of fabric. And the fabric I had purchased off of fabric.com. It was $2.11 a yard.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. It's got quite a
It's
stretch.
like a scuba net, I think. It's
Oh,
a very...
so it's nice and warm, toasty.
It's nice and warm. And I didn't realize until after I cut it out and was starting to sew on it. I'm like, oh, I had bought this to make a swimsuit.
Oh no! You need to.
Yeah, lesson has been learned that I need to mark on it
What the
I
fabric's
was
for?
getting the fabric for, because I was just like, oh, this is pretty fabric. This would make a cute dress. So it ended up being a dress and not a swimsuit. But it's very, very, very comfortable. Super easy. Now this one does not say it's easy anywhere on. Oh yeah, it does. I'm just like you. It's very easy is what it says, and it is super easy. You have a front on the fold, you have a back on the fold, and you have an arm. You have a sleeve.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
and different necklines. It has a lot of different neck versions.
Yeah. I was afraid that this one here, I was afraid it would be too low for me. So I chose this other neckline on it. And it is made for stretch knits. Now there is, what did I do with my little piece?
I don't know, but I like it. It's cute.
What did I do with my little piece of paper? I was going to say, oh, I know what I was going to say. I don't need notes. I can do this from memory. I did do the sleeves and the underarm all at once, which is not what the pattern says.
Can I mention something about the sleeves?
Yeah.
If you look closely at the sleeves on both the B and the D, you can see that they raise up a little bit.
Yes.
They're a little poofy. And Dory's definitely is a little poofy. You can really see that, and it's cute. It adds to the,
Adds a little something to it, because it's a pretty straight
yeah, it's just a sheath.
forward.
It's a sheath with different neckline versions and then that. So
My-
it looks nice.
My fabric kind of reminds me of the fabric in
kind
A.
of, yeah, it's similar to
Even
that.
though
Yeah, it's different, but it's similar.
different but similar.
Yeah. And sewing with it, I would think that fabric was a breeze to sew with.
Super breezy, easy to sew with. The fabric was fantastic. The pattern was fantastic. If you're new at sewing, this would be an easy one to start with. It is with a knit. It does say to use a knit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're sizing, and the sizing, you use the appropriate sizing.
Okay, so here's the thing that I find. The my area is always the bust area. If I was to make the extra large, it would be too big everywhere on me. So I used the large bust, which was smaller than my bust. So I made 3/8 inch seams.
And that worked out good.
And that works out good. And that seems to be a going trend of mine in patterns.
Well, if you have found a way to alter a pattern and make it work, it pretty much holds true.
Yeah.
All the way through. And it takes a little bit of figuring that out and working with your dress forms, and trying it on and seeing what needs to be done. So.
Yeah.
But and don't be afraid to do that and try to make those little changes, because it makes a huge difference. Yeah.
And the next thing I'm going to learn is how to make the adjustment for the necklines in the back, because my back is not uniform.
She's going to show.
I'm going
to show her how to do that on the pattern, so she doesn't have to do it after she's made the garment or after she's sewing it. So that'll be so
wonderful.
she won't even have to do it.
Oh.
Yeah. So would you like to see my reveal?
I would.
So what did you think of my reveal?
I like your reveal. I like that kind of dress, and I need to challenge myself to make a sheath dress, because I like the way they look, but I'm always a little fearful of making one. I've never made one.
Oh, they're easy to make.
I know, and they look so nice on you.
They're very comfortable.
Yeah.
This one is very, very comfortable. Yeah.
So
Well,
Okay, I think we did a good job on our McCall's.
yeah,
If I may say so.
it was a nice challenge.
And easy was the way we both went. Worked out great. And Nathan hasn't gone too far. You can still hear him. Anyway, all right. So,
don't forget,
yes.
the bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. So choose how you want to use your time.
Choose how
As
you
it's
use your
flying.
time. Try some new sewing activities. So, all right.
Thank you so much for watching us today.
Yes, have a wonderful week and forward, subscribe,
Like,
comment, and
see you next time.
see you next week. Happy
Bye.
sewing. Bye-bye.